Hello, and welcome to Cold Outreach Success Stories, where we interview regular business people just like you who've had a lot of success with cold outreach on email and other channels. We go deep into their process with hot tips around targeting, messaging, and personalization so that you can take away some tips to implement in your cold outreach starting tomorrow. Today, we have Ismail from Barlas Digital. Hey, Ismail, welcome to the show.
Hi, Saurav. Thank you for inviting me.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit more. What do you guys do and how do you make money?
So what do we do is pretty simple. We have a real estate lead generation company. We focus on Facebook ads. We are doing much more than Facebook ads at the moment. But when I first initially started this, it was more like a lead generation company. And I tried a bunch of cold outreach methods. At that time, of course, I don't have clients, so I don't have money to invest into business.
Yeah.
So only thing I can do is like put my time into outreach. And because I was doing sales just before opening my own lead generation company, I knew LinkedIn is really good. So when I was like, how to say, trying to find a way to automate my LinkedIn, I find you guys on AppSumo. And I like, okay, let's automate it. I'm doing it already, right? So I automated it. And at some point, I think in the second month in, it was generating me 2 to 3 meetings with real estate agents every week. And it's an amazing number at that point.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We love to hear that. All right. So when it comes to your targeting, let's get deeper into that. So you're targeting real estate agents, right? How do you identify, that right niche, or how do you identify the right real estate agents for you?
Well, what you can do in the search bar, and you got to have a LinkedIn Premium to get the search. When you get the search, actually, what you can do is usually real estate agents, if they have more than 3 or 5 year experience, they probably make more money. They're more open to do some marketing because at that point they're in the business for a long time. So what I did is actually, of course, I targeted Canada because I'm from Canada. And also what I did is I put like 3 years of experience over there, and like the feedback was amazing because like LinkedIn is a platform that everybody is just cold emails or cold messages each other. So like it was so easy. And actually I think I found my first ever customer on LinkedIn, paid customer.
Wow.
And it's been 8 months now, and we are working together still. And I closed around like 5 deals from LinkedIn only.
Interesting. Interesting. All right. Let's get deeper into your copywriting now. What kind of messaging do you write? How do you make sure that they actually respond to you?
Actually, it's pretty simple. I don't want to get things overcomplicated and like do bait and switch, because at that point, like you promise people something and like they accept it and they have like something else. What I do is simple introducing message when I send them a connection. It's like, hi, this is Ismail. I've been sharing real estate content as well, just like you. I would love to connect. Like very basic intro. If they accept it, then I have like 3 to 5 message, 3 message sequence plus like 1 email right after that. An email is about, hi, I tried to reach out to you on LinkedIn. I couldn't get an answer. Is this the best way to reach out to you? Just for the follow up. And the messages itself, the copywriting itself, also I try to keep it basic. It was more like around, hi, this is me, this is what I do, this is what I did for other people. And if you don't mind, I can actually send you a video explaining what I did. And because instead of directly pitching them and asking them I don't know, a call, a number or email address, trying to get something from them, I actually offered value, and that actually make the difference in my outreach.
Makes a ton of sense. So you're actually sending them like a Loom video or something after they say yes, or what are you actually sending?
Yeah, I have a small YouTube channel. I don't do it a lot, but what I do is instead of putting it on Loom, I put it on YouTube so people think it's more legit. It's more like a for everyone type of video, but I made a like free training video. I have 2 versions, one 5-minute, 1 hour long. I send them both. Like, this is a free training. This is what I do. And if you want to do it yourself, do it yourself. Or if you have any questions, come back to me. And usually people appreciate that. And people who come back to me, they're like really serious about like buying my product.
In terms of the actual channels now, so you're doing only LinkedIn and email. How do you combine both? Like, what does your sequence look like?
So my sequence is, of course, connecting them on LinkedIn, and everyone I connect, I send them an email after. Like, I make a sequence of 3 messages,
Mhm.
like one first message, 2 follow-ups, plus one email. An email say, "Hi, I couldn't get an answer from you," and if you get an answer, you will not receive that email because the campaign stops directly, right?
Mhm.
And so what I do is I send them email, I and follow up with them on email.
Mhm.
And most of the times people actually looking at emails much more than LinkedIn, because LinkedIn, they might be not online all the time, but emails, they get a notification in their phone most likely.
Okay, so in terms of the actual response process, let's say you get an initial response. What
Mhm.
what are the follow-ups process that you do with people who they're showing some degree of interest, but it hasn't gone to a call yet? How do you nurture them?
Well, how I actually nurture them before I send them a message, because I don't send messages to everyone. That's my part one.
Mm-hmm.
Part two is, if they show some interest, I start to ask them some qualifying questions on LinkedIn, but I don't bore them with questions as well too, right? What I do is, I try to understand their market. Oh, nice, you're in this area. If I've been there before, I'm like, I love there. I go there in here and like try to open a conversation.
I see.
And the all conversation is actually start to moving. I start to ask them question. Oh, how many years you've been doing this? Usually LinkedIn already have that information, but I'm still asking to make them, it's an easy answer for them. Then like, are you a full-time agent?
Yeah.
Like, what do you do right now? Do you need any help in terms of what I just showed you?
Mhm.
If they say yes, I actually put them in a book a call with them
Mhm.
and do more further qualification on the call, because to be honest, uh, highest quality leads I have ever got is from LinkedIn,
Mhm.
because I can basically filter people
Mhm.
depending on their experience. And if they have 5 years of experience full time in real estate, like
Mhm.
it's yeah, that's my customer. That's my dream customer already.
Okay, makes a ton of sense because you dialed in your ideal customer profile so much that it just makes sense after 3 years, right? So I think that's one learning, like I would share with our viewers. What Ismail talks about here in terms of having a very strictly defined targeting list is so important, right? So probably someone who's a new real estate agent would be a waste of your time because they won't need your services or they won't have the budget. But if somebody who's experienced, they definitely need that kind of help that you provide and have that budget, so that fits well. So whenever you're reaching out to people, it's so important to use all the sales navigator and the premium filters so that you're getting the right set of people. So A, you're not wasting
Exactly.
our time and getting demoralized. B, you're not wasting their time, right? And coming
Mhm.
across as somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about. So that's a great learning. Thank you so much for sharing that, Ismail.
Exactly. And the premium is really important with LinkedIn outreach as well, because you can reach out to 4 times more people in a day,
Right.
because normally it's like 30 people. And if you got a premium, you can go up to 120 people.
Right. Definitely. Definitely. That's definitely true. All right. One final question from me then. What are some of the mistakes that you made when you first started doing cold outreach so that the listeners can avoid them?
Oh, wow. That's a great question. Well, I would say consistency, because if you are not consistent, if you send even like, I rather send 100 messages for 5 days than sending 500 messages in one day, and like not touch 5 more days.
Mhm.
Like, be consistent, do your follow-ups.
Mhm.
Follow-ups are really important, and you need to be consistent. You need to tracking your every step of your outreach. I
Mhm.
would say, okay, it's two things basically: consistency and tracking. As long as you did this too, and do it on, don't think like it's like a week or day or something, or like messages or something. Put
Mhm.
like a month or 2 months into this, then
Mhm.
you will be perfecting it. And at that point, like, you can use sales robot to automate everything basically.
That's a free sales pitch for us, right? When you're at that point, definitely
Exactly.
us.
I love the product, man. I cannot stop pitching it. Like, I probably make 5 of my friends buy it just to like just automate it, because you know what? It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. We love that. All right, so with that, we'll wrap up, Ismail. I think this was very educational for me, and I hope this was for our listeners as well.
Exactly. I hope they keep consistent, and they make more money. And Thank you so much for inviting me. I really enjoyed this interview, and thank you so much everyone who is watching.
Awesome. Perfect. So before I let you go, for people who want to find out more about you or connect with you, how can they do it?
I'm Barlas Digital on all platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. They can find me there.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ismail.
All right. Have a good one.
Take care, man. Bye-bye. So that's all the time we have, folks. I really enjoyed the episode. I hope you did too. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, whatever you can to spread the word out about cold outreach success stories so more people can enjoy and learn from the show. All right. That's all, folks. Bye-bye.